In the 8th grade World History class at St. Genevieve Middle School, learning is not confined to the four walls of the classroom. It's not limited to the state of Missouri or even the United States. This World History class is truly global. Through the use of virtual reality technology, these students visit historical sites throughout the world. This day, the students are studying the Battle of Hastings, fought in 1066, that began the Norman conquest of England. Through the use of virtual reality, they can see landmarks that remain today on the battlefield in England.
So I'm going to take you guys to the Battle of Hastings. The first thing I want you guys to do, get your phones out, and let's go ahead and let's do our Google Expeditions. Go ahead and get out your Google Cardboards out, all right, and flip those.
Teacher Rhett Oldham can monitor exactly what each student is viewing.
So this would have been the view that William looked at. So William the Conqueror, see, you guys know I'm a history nerd. I'm standing in the exact same place that William, Duke of Normandy, was standing in 1066 when I went there this summer. Like, I'm standing there, I'm like, whoa, this is so neat, right? So you're actually looking at the exact spot that Harold and William the Conqueror fought.
Besides using virtual reality technology, the class also frequently talks with students in other countries and takes virtual field trips around the world through live video streaming. For one such class, the 8th graders in St. Genevieve had to be at school at 6:15 in the morning to chat with students in Greece due to the time difference. But more than 40 of them did just that. So far, this 8th grade class has connected with students from 13 countries. Student Desiree Powell says it's fun to connect with students throughout the world.
It really gives your basis on what you're actually learning instead of just reading from a textbook and stuff like that. You actually learn from people that live there, their history and their input on what the topic is.
Teacher Rhett Oldham says global collaboration makes his lessons come alive.
So when I teach my unit on Greece, we talk to kids in Greece. And when we do Rome, we talk to kids in Italy. When we just finished Vikings, so we talk to kids in Norway and Denmark. And so what do you mean by talking about it? Well, we use a Padlet, and the kids post on there, and they post their Instagram and Snapchat addresses. And then the kids from Norway and other countries will do the same thing. And then the kids will start Instagram and Snapchatting their new friends. And they talk about anything. My original intent was, boy, they're going to talk to us about Viking history or Greek history. Those kids don't even know any more about Greek history than my kids know about American history. And they know a little bit, but not a lot. They want to find out what you're watching on Netflix. They want to find out what you're doing, what activities you do. And so they start connecting with the world.
Because of his innovative classroom practices, Oldham has been selected for participation in the Teachers for Global Classrooms program, one of only 76 teachers throughout the nation selected for the program this year. Students say the use of technology inspires them to learn about other societies and cultures.
Some people find it really complicated, but it's actually pretty easy. We get on our phones a lot because he has apps like Google Expeditions that we can visit places that we can't exactly see every day. And we use Snapchat to talk with people. He tries to add a bunch of technology to learning, with our computers. Everything's on the computer. Most of our activities are on the computer or with some type of technology. There is the big screens in the downstairs library that we play with sometimes. We have Z-Space that we use sometimes. So he just tries to incorporate technology as much as he can in our lessons.
It makes it real. We know it's not just written down in words and that just picturing it in our brain. We get to see it with our own eyes and get to hear about it from kids and everything. So I feel like that's really cool that we get to actually not just have a picture in our brain, get to physically see it.
Oldham says at St. Genevieve, education is a collaborative effort.
Everybody in my district is involved in educating kids, from the board to the administration, central office, to my principal, to the teachers around me, to the custodians, to the bus drivers. We're all about it. We all do it together. And I know it sounds real cheesy, but it's really not. I mean, we really believe in teaching our kids, and it's a collaborative effort, and it's just a fun place to be.
Using innovative experiences to empower students to become global citizens,